Hello everyone, my name is Ebony and welcome back to another Talk Tuesday.
Think I know you better to forget her. Certain people made for running. Think I need you more than let you know I'm bored and tell me this means more than nothing.
So for today's Talk Tuesday, as you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, we are talking about my new job at the bookstore. I am so pumped about this job. I don't even have words to describe how excited I am. If you've been on my channel for a while, I did a video back in it must have been November or something, where I did a date night sort of vlog where we went to different bookstores in Omaha, got applications so I could fill them out. So to let you know about series of events from then until now, basically I got all those applications on that day during that vlog, filled them all out. I only returned 2 of them. Even before that vlog had went up, I'd already applied to Barnes & Noble and already got turned down. I filled out applications for the Bookworm, Half Price Books, and The Next Chapter. And I turned in the applications for Half Price Books and the Bookworm. I never turned in my application for The Next Chapter just because it's on the opposite side of town and I just never got over there. So mid-January, I got an email from the Bookworm, from the person who is sort of the manager of the children's section, asking me to come interview for that job. I went in, I interviewed for it, and I didn't get it. I was super upset. Gonna be honest, I cried a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, I'm just not meant to have this job. I had then planned to turn in my application for The Next Chapter, and then I got another email from a different manager at the Bookworm who said they had already viewed the notes from my first interview and they would like to interview me for a separate position. And so I went in for that interview, did a shorter interview with them since it was a follow-up interview, and I got the job. My position title officially is just a general bookseller. In the Bookworm, there is the main floor is fiction, nonfiction, and that's my main area where I work, and the counter where you pay and stuff. And then in the back is the YA and the children's section. So I don't actually work in the YA section, which is unfortunate because if you know anything about my reading taste, I read mostly YA books. But nevertheless, I was I am determined to do well at this job, and I will just learn. I'll read some more adult books, I'll learn as I go. And yeah, so I'm currently still in training right now. I've mostly only done shelving at this point, but I will be shadowing next week to learn how the register works and all of that, how customer interactions should go. I have had some customer interaction already, just with people who are looking for books, and they're they'll stop me on the floor and they'll be like, do you have this book? And then I have to go look it up and I can help them find it. I love doing that. It is so much fun to help customers find books. It gives my heart so much joy. But backing up a little bit, because I wanted to tell you something that's really exciting. When I got the job, I immediately tweeted because I was just so excited. And I was like, oh my goodness, I just got a job at a bookstore. I'm screaming. I was just so pumped. And I just want all my friends on BookTube to know, people who had already seen my vlog of trying to get a job at a bookstore and had talked to me about it and stuff. And I just wanted to give them an update. And that tweet blew up. It was insane. The most interaction my tweets have ever gotten. My tweets get 10 likes usually and 2 retweets. But dude, this tweet got 2,759 likes and 44 retweets and 100 plus comments. It got so many comments. I tried to respond to all of the comments, but it got to be way too many, and I just didn't have time to respond to them all, mostly because most of them just said congrats. But I was just so pumped, and the fact that my tweet blew up made me even more pumped. It was amazing. Yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm working at a bookstore now. I'm so excited about it. Another exciting thing about it is we get arcs in from publishers and stuff, and as part of the staff we can just take arcs. I mean, we can we'll return them too if you want to, but you can just take arcs and read them, and I'm super excited about that, to have advanced reader copies. I'm so pumped. There's also so many people who work there who are so nice. I barely know their names as of right now. I struggle with names, and there's a lot of people who work there to keep track of, but from like who I do know, they're all just so nice and so fun to talk to, and they're very helpful when I'm like, where's the etiquette section? Because I didn't even know we had that. And as of today, I got to have my own staff picks shelf, which I'm so pumped for, but I have a slight dilemma. So because I work in the adult / nonfiction section, I should really like put books that are in those sections on my shelf. And of course, as you know, I read mostly YA. So, it's a bit of a struggle to like think of the adult books that I have read and the ones I do like. As of right now on my shelf, I have Vicious by V.E. Schwab, Landline by Rainbow Rowell, because I just love everything by Rainbow Rowell, and a poetry book. It's actually this one, Please Don't Go Before I Get Better. I have that book on the shelf. And then I have Lakewood by, what's her name? Megan Higgins or whatever. And I didn't even like love that book. I mean, it was alright. I think I gave it like 3 stars. But like I couldn't think of like any adult books that I had read that I enjoyed that we had, because there were some books like Where the Forest Meets the Stars that I loved, but like we just didn't have any on our shelves like in stock, so I couldn't put that on my shelf because we didn't have it. All that to say is, if you have any like adult book recommendations, especially if they're newer, please let me know down below your recommendations. Of course, I like just recognize books that we have on like the bestseller shelf and all that jazz, that I have like on my TBR, my mental TBR. But like if you have anything like specifically that you think I should prioritize, that you think I would like, please let me know down below all your recommendations for that, because I'm a little like scared, because one of my biggest fears is growing out of YA, and just reading adult in general is kind of scary to me. So I just have to like take that leap, I guess, since it's like part of my job now. So a little nervous, but also excited. So yeah, it's so exciting that there are so many books, and I just love it. Gives me so much serotonin to walk into the bookstore and just see just like so many bookshelves just filled with books. It is amazing. And of course I get a discount, which is nice, because then I can feed my book buying habit for a little bit cheaper, which is really nice. Anyway, this is a really short Talk Tuesday. I'm sorry. I feel like there is so much more to talk about with my job, but like I don't know what you guys would even be interested in hearing about. So if you have any like specific questions about my job at the bookstore, I'd be glad to answer them, or even just talk about it in general. So yeah, comment down below anything you're curious about. And thanks for watching this Talk Tuesday. If you have any ideas for future Talk Tuesdays, let me know down below. Love to hear anything you guys would like me to talk about that's not necessarily a book related, but it can be. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, make sure you're subscribed down below. And if you want to follow me on social media, all my links are in the description box down below as always. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!